If you're thinking about studying abroad for your next semester but don't know which country to pick, then this video might be the one for you. So in today's video, I'll be giving you guys 5 reasons as to why Sweden could be your next exchange destination. Grab your pen and notebook and let's get right on to the video. Reason number 1 is the education system. There is a wide range of English taught programs and courses here in Sweden, both on bachelor's and master's level, which makes it a whole lot easier for you as an international student who doesn't speak or know any Swedish. While already on the topic of language, if you are interested in learning a bit of Swedish while you're here, then there are a bunch of different alternatives of doing so. The universities usually hold language cafes as well as workshops and learning groups, and these things are often free if you are a uni student, so that is a great way to learn and interact with other students on campus.
Period. I'm gonna say period too.
Moving on, due to Sweden being a part of the EU, the use of the European credit transfer system applies here as well, meaning that the credits that you've already accumulated from the program in your home country can be transferred to the program you choose to study here in Sweden. Another thing worth mentioning is that if you are an EU citizen living in, for example, Germany, and you want to do your exchange here in Sweden, education is free. But if you're a non-EU student, then tuition fees do apply. But of course, there are a bunch of scholarships that one can apply for that can help you have a great experience while on your exchange and not breaking the bank.
Hey, I like this! I like this!
The grading system here is quite different compared to many other countries, as the focus here is mainly on learning and understanding rather than competing for the best grades. For example, the grading system in most Swedish universities vary from pass and fail, so you either pass the exam or you fail. And in some universities or in some programs that you do, it varies from A to F.
Hello?
What's up?
I'm cleaning.
So instead of the focus being on memorizing as much as possible, which is actually the worst way of learning, the focus here is on how you understand the knowledge. And reason number 2 is the networking opportunities. Now, some people might think that moving to Scandinavia will feel isolating because Sweden is quite an introverted country, so to speak. But hear me out now, okay? It's not as bad as you think. Sweden is a very diverse country, and in big cities such as Stockholm, Malmö, or Lund, there is a vast diverse population with people from all around the world. And I'd say that alone makes you feel like you can blend in more because it's not only the locals in those cities. And not only that, student unions play a huge role when it comes to networking as a student. They often organize literally networking events on campus, specially made for students to come in contact with companies or organizations. And most of these events are often discounted or even free as a student, which, if you ask me, is a huge bonus. All in all, I'd say studying in Sweden will only give you the cultural experience of the Swedish people and the Swedish culture. It will also be the perfect opportunity for you to build your portfolio, meet different people, set yourself out of your comfort zone and just do something that you've never tried before in a country that's very student friendly. Reason number 3 is about safety. And as a local Swede, I can proudly say that Sweden is one of the safest countries that you could live in, especially as a student.
Jesus, cover me under the blood. Under the blood, me say me under the blood.
Here I mean like personal safety, as in you can go on a walk without having the feeling of being attacked or harassed on the street, getting robbed, or people taking your stuff. It's not normal here in Sweden because people really be minding their business.
9 times out of 10, I'm in a bed with my titties hanging to my motherfucking knees watching TV and eating food. I don't bother y'all.
Swedish universities take student safety very, very seriously. In most universities, they close after a certain time for the public. If you have like a student card, you can access and go in, but otherwise it's closed for visitors. And there are security guards that go around the universities to make sure that every visitor who is not a student gets out. And if you're interested in learning more about how the Swedish system works, make sure to check out this video, or maybe I put it here, after you're done watching this one. If you're enjoying this video so far and you find it helpful, make sure to interact by giving it a huge thumbs up or subscribing, and leave a comment down below if you have any questions. Without further ado, let's continue the video. The language barrier that we briefly touched upon earlier, when you're moving to Sweden, is not something to be concerned about because most people here speak English almost fluently. You'll be able to navigate navigate and get wherever you need quite easily because most Swedes learn English already in high school. It also means that you can focus more on your studies and, touristing and being a visitor in another country rather than stressing over learning a whole new language. The fifth reason is the beautiful nature that you get access to, especially as a nature lover. It doesn't matter if you live in the heart of Stockholm or if you live in a very secluded area, there will probably be a forest very close nearby. What makes it even better is that there's this special law here in Sweden called allemansrätten, which I don't think is anywhere else in the world. And it basically means that you can be in whichever forest or nature environment as long as you respect the environment. So Sweden is there are quite a few pros if you'd like to study here. Alright you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Drop a comment down below if you have any and I'll do my best to answer. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye!